I remove that I need to be validated. And this is something that, once again, you can apply to, and I apply to everything that I do. I'm not looking for that external gratification or that external validation, because when you lean on that, and I'm guilty of it, you lean on it too much, you rely on it. And what happens if it's not there? You know, you're not going to do what you need to do. You're not going to step out and be the best version of yourself. You have to be willing to be the best version of yourself, whether you're wearing a black belt, a white belt, if you just started training, or you're in your 15th year of working out, or in my case, 20 plus years. It's what are you doing? So for me, it's become, how much more can I push? How much more can I be relentless? What's the new goal that I can set? And then how am I elevating myself to accomplish that? It becomes like a you versus you. I know we've heard that. It sounds corny, but it really does become you versus you, or me versus me, where, okay, last year, what was I doing? Where was I at? What was I thinking? If we're talking about the physique, all right, 6 months ago, a year ago, have we made progress? Are we closer to the goal? If not, what can we do to refine it? Same thing with jiu-jitsu. No matter what the belt I'm wearing, I'm still a student. I still want to learn. I'm still pulling from people who are at a lower belt. I can still pull and still be able to grow. But I'm growing not for the belt. I'm not growing because, I need to have 21-inch biceps to have the biggest arms in the gym. It's for me. It's for me. It's for me. Because I know, and I've said it before, and I'll continue to say it, every time that I do show up for myself, every time I did not break the promise, and just even, just looking back and saying, man, you've been putting in the work for 20 years. You can't duplicate that. You've been putting in the work for 13 years. You can't duplicate that. Sometimes you need to just sit back and realize, hey, look what you accomplished when you just locked in. Look what you accomplished when you just had a seat and just stayed focused on what you needed to do. Not constantly looking up to see if anybody noticed, not looking up to see, hey, did someone catch that? No. Regardless of if anybody is looking, or the whole world is looking, if there's no camera, there's no, or the camera is off, are you still moving in a way that's conducive to the better version that you are trying to strive towards? And if not, you need to recalibrate. I had to recalibrate because, especially, this working out thing, it's egos involved, it's bravado, it's all of that. There was a time where I was looking for external gratification, external validation. It's like, wait, that's not going to get me far. I had to come to that realization, like, nah, this isn't it. I have to go within. I adopted that with jiu-jitsu. It's like, regardless of what belt or how long it takes or how fast I can't look at it like that. Am I getting better? Am I refining? The physique, working out, training. Are you getting better? Are you refining? That's why we see so many people at the gym who look the same. Because that tells me, hey, when you walk out of here, when there is no cameras out and it's like you don't have your crew with you at the gym, you're not upholding your end of the bargain. And that's why there's no change. When this camera's off, when I walk out of this academy, when I walk out of the gym, whatever room that I walk out of, I want to make sure I'm leading with purpose. I make sure I'm striving to be just that much better. And I kind of make that like a checklist. So when you have that and you think of that, then it's like, okay, you can push a little bit more. You can keep pushing further. Or you don't, when things don't go right, you don't get completely knocked off. You can still say to yourself, all right, I've been here before. All right, let's get back on this horse. So, all right, let me leave you guys with that. Let me stretch. We got more in the way. Let's go.